let's begin here. You probably noticed I decided to try to record the voice line by myself, so forgive me for my non-perfect English. You may also hear some strange sounds because I decided to record it at the one file, so we are starting in this small area above the valley, and this next area was not at all inspired by Tomb Raider 3, the India slide. Not at all. Also, the small window I looked through was actually the first room in this level I made, and my mind, what a horrible idea it was. The worst thing about that room is the fact that I started to build the valley from that very small room, like top room, instead of making like the bottom part of the valley and then another layer and another layer. But I think I pulled it off. Seeing these white rocks, I would do like transition texture between the grass and the white rock because this looks strange, but well, it is what it is. So I wanted to make like a big level. Actually, basically the whole level is inside this area, the valley, or the Lost Vale as I called it in the like most recent version. And that's why it's so massive, and pretty much the whole gameplay except few areas takes place inside this area, which I like. By the way, the crocodiles you see and you fight here, it wasn't my idea. I remember like years ago I saw like very early screenshots from Tomb Raider 1 where they actually had the crocodiles inside the valley like an enemies. Like the T-Rex footprints wasn't there, so I guess they had plans to use the crocodiles, and later they came up with the idea to use dinosaurs, which honestly was an amazing idea. And this area is basically the waterfall cave with the mechanism. As I said before, I wanted to make one big level. Shotgun is here, and by making the area kinda like open, you can actually see the entrance to the tomb of Qualopec, which I thought was an interesting idea. And I must say I love how I merged these green mossy stones to the cave. Like you can see the cave wall, and suddenly there's like few rocks and this face. I don't know why, but I always loved this green mossy texture. Clearly you can see from the beginning what is your goal: to open the massive door to allow the water to enter the part of the cave so you can swim across and enter the tomb. And the goal is quite original, never seen before. You need to fight 3 cogwheels. Sorry. Here we have our first secret, and this level actually contains one of the hardest secrets. And when I think about that, the reward is like what was I thinking? Like I made very difficult jump to the secret, not to mention the fact that you don't know if that is actually a secret, and there is just one plain big medpack. I mean, in this game every medpack counts, obviously, because it's made by Sabatu and you can be sure you will need them. So here's the key, and this is actually a thing I learned from Agent XP, because she mentioned many times that she loves when you can see the area you will later enter, but you can see it before you actually enter it through the window. So in the room with the key, if you would go up to the small river, you could see the gratings and see the key at the bottom inside the cave. And now we have again Velociraptor. If you ask me why I did not use the sink inside the water, so like there's no current, it's because it wasn't working as I wanted. And it wasn't because of the engine is bad, but let's face it, it was because I had no idea how to set up. I had no idea I need to actually use one main sink, but another sinks that will prevent Lara to be stuck like in the side of the rooms. Here's another secret. This one can be easy, and also it can be easily missed. So pardon me for that. Like how I made this level, it's massive, but at the same time it's not exactly like very massive. But I think I did a good job with the temple in the center, so it's not just plain, you know, massive veil with nothing in it. Here you can see another inspiration with TR anniversary. Pardon the spelling of anniversary, I have no idea how to spell it, but who cares, right? And that was actually kind of like the arena you fought T-Rex in the anniversary. Like the top parts of the valley had like small balconies where it looked like people would stand here and watch the fights down there. So I wanted to have something similar. Here's the temple. In the original you could have like see the waterfalls, but I don't know why I didn't use them. But through this area you will swim to the next area, and you will actually, that's another thing I'm proud of, you will actually go above the valley, because there were places in the original where you could go up. Obviously the bridge, the secret about the temple, but I wanted to have actual gameplay, and this is it. I had to cut the video here because I've messed up that so many times. This is actually the one of the hardest and yet one of the most useless secret in this game. I think it took me like 5 or 6 attempts to jump here, and let's face it, it's difficult, and I should put like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 shotgun ammo or even magnums. I think then the secret will be much more rewarding. Also the texture of the river is like going sideways. I don't know why I didn't fix it. But yeah, I'm very proud of this level. Just the fact that where she killed the crocodile, you could actually fall down to the underground river. Like, it's connected, it's not just a room, it's... I don't know, I sound egoistic, but well, I'll let you be the judge. And yes, this is not typical author's walkthrough. I will not comment exactly what you need to do, because you can see it. Many people play this game, but it's more like the interesting informations about the development of that level. So sorry if you're looking for something else. And I actually saw few people missing this part. They jumped there, shimmy to the side, took the medpack and were like, nice, I have big medpack, and jumped down instead of continue. There. And even the camera pointed to the flat surface. But yeah. I like the fact that I made few transition between the very green, like the green textures and the rocks, so I could have the top of the valley full of green stuff. And the recent TRX engine supports skyboxes, so I would have like true proper skybox here. But since I, by pure accident, deleted all my SSD disk where I had the TR1 and TR2 projects, there is no way to recover it, so I'm gonna do another 5th version. In the original version, the music is here not because of the cogwheel, but because the T-Rex appeared here. I had basically one T-Rex here who is gone, 2 T-Rexes at the same time inside the arena, sorry, and another will appear again if you take the cogwheel inside the arena. This part was also easily missed, and I know some people missed it. Here you can see the very white and bright skulls, and it's the indication that the skull key could be placed somewhere. I don't know if it works as a hint, but I think for some people it did. Because no matter where you are, you can always see the bright texture with the skulls. Or as English person will say, craniums. Honestly, I met many British people and not a single one said cranium instead of skull. So we have cogwheel number 2, and I'm trying to spell the G, cog, strongly, because we all know the word that spells very similar, and it's not PG. There was big medpack in the first version. I have no idea why I removed it. But I think it was maybe because many people complained about the difficulty, so I decided to change it, remove enemies, and at the same time I remove some pickups. And here's another secret, which I think is kinda easy if you notice the hole here. And honestly, even though my English is not perfect, I just decided I will do my own commentary, because honestly it's easier. I'm legit watching the video and recording my voice with Audacity, and I will just merge it instead of, you know, the AI where I'm using ChatGPT for translations, so I write it in Czech, translate it, then use the AI 11 Labs to make the voice, and then place it, and it's so tedious. Sorry, I'm lazy. So here we open the door and we can enter the arena with T-Rex. Just one. I decided to be more gentle with people, and I remove one T-Rex and instead I use Velociraptor. I'm sorry, but this area is beautiful. So now I entered the river, and let's face the teeth. Fun fact, the video is not fully loaded, so basically I'm just stuck and I can see anything, but I can hear it, so I remember recording it 2 weeks ago, that's all. It's fine. Let's face the T-Rex. I will try as much as I can to use pistols only, to prove that the game is not that difficult. But obviously later on I will be using guns, especially in Egypt and Atlantis for sure. I love this music and I don't know why, maybe it's just me. I like if I manage to run and you can hear her footsteps matching the rhythm of the music. I guess it's my OCD. This push lock can be buggy, because if people will not set the remove death TX collision in the settings, he will have the collision when he's lying there, and it can actually be game breaking because you cannot move the push block. But I left it as a default setting, so it should be fine. And now we will just go up, run around, collect the secret, collect the cogwheel, enter the destroyed inner temple with Velociraptor and no pickup, because I remove it. I don't know why, don't ask me. And then we will collect the last cogwheel. This secret is actually visible from the other side. So let's enjoy the rest of the level, because honestly there is nothing else interesting from me. And we will see each other in the next video.